Hello listeners, I am Dr. Richa Bhatia from the Department of Commerce. I am an associate professor and today I'll be taking the topic cash budget, which is from Unit 4 Management Accounting BCom 6th semester. So let us start by understanding the meaning of budget and also the definition and meaning of cash budget. A budget can be defined as a financial plan or a quantitative statement that outlines the expected incomes and expenses over a period of time. There are various kinds of budget like sales budget, production budget, cash budget, and today in this lecture we are going to understand that what is a cash budget and also with the help of an example. So let us move on to the meaning of cash budget. Cash budget is a written statement that gives you an estimate of the anticipated receipts, that is inflows, and payments, that is outflows of cash during a particular budgeted period. Cash budget is a schedule to record cash inflows and outflows with a view of locating the timing and also to determine that what is the cash surplus and cash shortage. Now let us understand the items that are included as cash receipts and payments in particular with the cash budget. Let us start with the cash receipts. Under the receipts, we are going to include the receipts from all the business operations, that is the day-to-day operations, the receipts from non-business operations, and also any kind of cash receipt that is through a capital transaction like sale or purchase of a fixed asset. Under cash payment and disbursements, we are going to include all the payments which are business related, that is under business operations, all the cash payments which are non-operating in nature, that is which are not the day-to-day expenditure, and also the cash payments which we make in capital transactions. As the chart here suggests and also explains that inflows minus outflows will give you a balance, that is the surplus or deficit of cash. Now let us move on to the various methods for the preparation of cash budget. Basically, there are three methods to prepare cash budget. The first one is the receipt and payment method or cash accounting method, which we are going to study in this lecture, the budgeted or the projected balance sheet method, and the cash flow or project forecast method. We are going to understand the receipt and the payment method or the cash accounting method with the help of an illustration. But before that, let us have a look at the format of cash budget. The format of cash budget has a particular column, that is the details, and then you can see Jan, February and March. This is the budgeted period. The cash budget is only prepared for a budgeted period. We start by the opening balance of cash which is given to us in the question, and we have to take into consideration all the receipts. We have to subtract all the payments and disbursements. What are the receipts that are considered? The most common is cash sales, any kind of amount that has to be collected from the debtors, call money on shares, loan received, share of, sale of capital asset, and other receipts. In the payments, we have cash purchases, payment which is made to the creditors, wages and salaries or any kind of interest that is payable, capital expenditure, loans which are repaid, or taxes which are paid, or dividends which are paid. These are the common receipts and common payments which we are going to consider in the preparation of our cash budget. We start with the opening balance and in the end we get a closing balance which showcases the surplus or deficit of cash in a particular organization for a budgeted period. Now let us understand this with the help of a question. SK Limited wishes to arrange overdraft limits with its bankers and for 3 months, that is July, August and September, which will be considered as our budgeted period. Forecast is made as under. So the months that are given to us are May, June, July, August and September. That is, we have 5 months data, and the data is for sales, purchases as well as expenses. Additional information is very important. So let us have a look at the additional information. The cash balance as on 1st July 2021 is given to me as 2500. 50% of the sales are realized in the month following the sales and remaining 50% in the next month following. This is very important to understand. So sales are credit in nature, and how are they realized? 50% in the month following and remaining 50% in the next month following. For example, if I consider the sales of May, that is 18,000, from 18,000, half of it, that is 9,000, will be realized in the month of June, and the remaining 9,000 will be realized in the month of July. So when we prepare the cash budget, the realization amount of sales is very important, and for that we are also going to prepare a working note. Suppliers will be paid in cash in the month of purchases, that is, in the month of purchase only we are going to pay to our suppliers. So whatever purchases we have done in the month of May, that will be paid that month itself. For example, if 12,500 is the amount which is given to us, 12,500 will be paid in the same month of May. All the sales are credit. If the sales are of cash, then the amount will come in the same month. But in this particular question, the sales are on credit basis and the realization is 50% in the following month and the remaining 50% in the second month following. On the basis of this particular question, we have to prepare a cash budget for the budgeted period which is given to us as July, August and September. So before looking at our cash budget, let us first prepare the working note of the amount that we have to collect from our debtors. So as you can see, we have 3 columns. The first is the month of credit sale. I have taken May, June, July and August here. Then we have total sales, that is the total credit sales, and the collection months. As you can see that I have taken only 3 months, July, August, September, because that is my budgeted period. I have only considered 3 months for my cash budget. Now, for May, the sales were 18,000. As you can see that it has to be realized 50% in June and 50% in July. So June I have not considered because that is not my budgeted period. In July, I have taken half of 18,000, which is 9,000, and in August and September, it's a nil. Then when we come to June, the amount is given as 19,000. So June amount will be realized in July and August. So 19,000 half, that is 9,500 in the month of July and the remaining 9,500 in the month of August. Half of 19,000, and in September nil. Then I have taken July. July total is given to me as 11,000. So this will be realized in the month of August and September. So again 11,000 half, that is 5,500 in the month of August and 5,500 in the month of September. Then we have the last month, which is August. August amount is also given to me as 18,000 and 50% will be realized in September and 50% in October. October I have not considered because October is not my budgeted period. So I have prepared the working note that is only for my collection months July, August and September. If I get the total over here, the total of July will be 18,500, the total of August will be 15,000 and the total of September will be 14,500. So this is the amount that I am going to receive or going to collect from my debtors. Once the working note is ready, we are going to go back and prepare our cash budget. Cash budget is prepared for the quarter, that is, it is prepared for 3 months, July, August, September. Ending date is 30th September 2021. We start with the particular column. As I told you, we start by writing down the opening balance, which is 2,500 already given to us in the question. In the receipt, I have written collection from debtors 18,500. This amount I have taken from the working note that we have prepared. Total is 21,000. This is the receipt, that is the inflow of cash for the month of July. Under payments, cash purchases, as the purchase payment was done in the same month itself. So I have taken the same amount, that is 24,000, and the expenses is 1,100. The payment is done in the same month. The total is coming as 25,100. Now as you can see, in July, the receipts total is 21,000 and the total of the payments is 25,100. So the closing balance will be minus 4,100. That means it's a deficit. An overdraft of 4,100 is required from the bank. We need 4,100 from the bank as OD because we are under the deficit of cash. Now, the closing balance of this month will become the opening balance for the month of August. So this minus 4,100 will become the opening balance for the month of August. Under the receipts, I have written down the collection from debtors 15,000. This amount was the total that we calculated from our working note. The total of receipts comes as 10,900. Under purchases, I have taken 25,000 and expenses 1,000, both the amounts directly from the question of the same month, and the total here is coming as 26,000. Again, it's a deficit, that is the inflow is less and the outflow of cash is more. So again, the closing balance is coming as minus 15,100, which is 10,900 minus 26,000. So again, we are in shortage and the overdraft comes as 11,000. How come 11,000? 4,100 was already the overdraft. Now this is 15,100 more. So 15,100 minus 4,100 gives you 11,000 of overdraft facility or overdraft that we require from the bank in the month of August. Coming on to our last month, that is September, the closing balance minus 15,100 has become the opening balance in the month of September. Taking into consideration the collection from debtors, that is 14,500 from the working note, and as you can see here, the total is coming in negative, that is minus 15,100 plus 14,500, this is coming as minus 600. That is again, inflow is in negative. Under payments, I have taken purchases of 27,000 and expenses payment 1,500 in the same month of September. Total is coming as 28,500 as you can see. The closing balance, that is 28,500. From here we had to subtract minus 600. So the total becomes 29,100. This is the deficit that we have, minus 29,100, and the overdraft that we require comes to 14,000 because 15,100 was already the overdraft that we have taken. So now we are going to take 14,000 overdraft facility, that is 29,100 minus 15,100. This showcases the cash budget that we have prepared for the month of July, August and September. There is more to cash budget regarding the time lag in expenses, collection from debtors, payments to our suppliers, and also sometimes time lag in the payment of wages or other expenses. Those questions we are going to take up in our next lecture. For now, I hope that the basic meaning was clear to you with the help of an illustration. We are going to take up more questions of cash budget in our further lectures. Thank you so much.